Hello, hello. Good afternoon, Barcelona. Everyone still awake? Still focused? My name is Brad Yassar, and for those of you who haven't met me yet, I am the CEO of Equify, a neobank that is focused on supporting blockchain, crypto, AI, all the emerging technology ecosystems. I'm going to take it a little higher level, 30,000 feet with my speech, because we heard a lot about blockchain, Web3, NFTs, AI, and I think it's more interesting to look at everything together. So we are at a crossroads right now. We're at the crossroads of a lot of emerging technologies coming together to shape our future. And we need to figure out what future we want to live in. Because I believe it's the future we create that we're going to live in, not the one that we hope to have or leave in the hands of other people. It starts with us. There is a revolution going on right now, and this critical juncture is seeing AI emerge into an already nascent blockchain ecosystem where now we can have peer-to-peer transactions, but also do much more with the technologies. There is going to be consequences of this that are going to change our lives from ground up. And it starts with leadership. We're all leaders ourselves. We can lead into the future we want to see. It takes with our initiative. Blockchain, Web3, AI, these are not just revolutionary tools that we have, but they are changing all aspects of our lives. The way we transact, the way we govern, the way we even think and interact with each other. 10 years ago, if you wanted to send any amount of money to someone outside of your country, you had to go. You had to go to an office, you had to use 2 or 3 intermediaries, either it be a Western Union or a bank, and you couldn't just say, I'm going to send you money. Today, that's a reality that most of us in this, at this event and in this hall accept. You can send money overseas, and that is not only a transactional change, a technology change, but also a mindset change. Now, to most of us here, it feels natural to invest in another person's business with crypto. We support projects, we buy NFTs, we buy tokens. Again, 10 years ago, if someone from a country you've never been to messaged you over email and sent you an idea and said, do you want to invest in this? You would have thought it's a scam. You wouldn't even interact with that person, let alone send them the hard-earned money you have. But today, for the causes you believe in, you don't care where the entrepreneurs are coming from. Again, it's a change in mindset. It's a change in the way we think. The same way, you know, most of us grew up hearing from our parents, don't get into a car with a stranger. And since Uber came, we welcome strangers driving us around in places that we've never been because they know the local traffic, they know the roads, and we're comfortable with it. Again, that was a technological jump, and it took a decade for internet and apps and social acceptance of that to come to a place where Uber was a successful business. We're at the cusp of that with a lot of these technologies, and they are already transforming the world. The difference between the internet revolution and what we're experiencing now is the speed at which it's happening. It's happening very fast. So one of the themes that we heard a lot yesterday and today is democratization. By allowing us to own our data, own our identities, own our content, and drive value out of it. All these technologies are democratizing the way we live, whether it's democratization and access to banking and financial products, DeFi products, peer-to-peer lending products, or whether it's democratization of access to information. In the past couple of years, we've seen centralized social media platforms lose some control over the markets, and decentralized ones, albeit rather difficult to use today, start taking their places because of censorship. Again, this democratization has the power to redefine governance, work, and human interaction at a daily level. I don't believe technology has to isolate us. I don't believe AR, VR, blockchain, ability to video conference is destined to change human interaction and make it disconnected. I believe we can use these tools to get better connected in ways that we didn't even think possible. And there are currently examples of blockchain and examples of AI doing this. So blockchain, we talked about democratization of finance with DeFi. And I can give you guys several examples, but one of it is the bank that we started. We started as a traditional bank, got a full license, fully compliant, and we had to do that because there's no legal framework and infrastructure right now to have a DeFi bank, a DAO bank. But as these notions of decentralized finance and decentralized autonomous organizations grow and more widely accepted, and I'm going to say the bad word, regulated in ways that allow us to build these businesses in this new model in a more global, more accessible way, that is the journey that we're taking ourselves with my business. But I invite you to take the same journey. You don't have to start at a point where you break everything and start from scratch. You can look at what's there, what foundation you need to use, and take that foundation and make it better in your small way. Whatever startup, whatever idea you have, look at, do I need regulation? Do I need governance? And if you do, don't run away from it. Don't say, I don't want to be regulated because that's wrong or that's oppressive. Look at what the regulation looks like and try to make it better. Talk to your regulators if you're in a regulated industry. If you're not, talk to your commerce departments, your local governments. Try to see where there is room for improvement. Because one of the themes I picked up listening to the panels and talks today is bringing value, finding something that's going to make lives better for others when you're thinking about launching something using these technologies. And that's a really solid starting point, regardless of what you're doing. Once you get excited about an idea, it's very, very important to see, are other people excited about it? And do they see it the same way you see your idea? Because you may be excited and think it's amazing, but if there is no customers for the same idea, there may be an opportunity for you to improve it. Again, synergies are very important. I heard many speeches specifically about one technology or another, one industry or another. We saw an incredible presentation about immersive cooling and impact investing. Think about synergies. Don't label yourself as an AI business. Oh, I'm doing AI. I'm an AI project. Or I'm a blockchain project, and I only focus on blockchain and decentralization and narrow your focus that way. Think about, if I do my NFT project, how is that going to interact with AI? Is it going to be affected by robotics? Is it going to affect anything we're trying to do in the space right now? It doesn't have to, but that expansive thinking will allow you to create more opportunities for your projects and ideas and businesses, and create synergies where these all have potential to expand human capabilities. When OpenAI ChatGPT blew up at the beginning of this year, everyone, the first thing they said is, AI is going to take over the world, and this is horrible, we need to stop it. Like, fear was the first response. And it's natural. As human beings, the unknown is scary. It doesn't generate warmth and comfort in our lives because we don't know what it is. But this is the opportunity to define what AI is. This is when we say, okay, do we not want a Terminator kind of future? Then let's work on AI. Let's not put all our hopes and dreams and future in the hands of the select few that are working on it right now, today, but let's do something ourselves. Let's try to contribute to the future we want to build. From automating laborious tasks, minutia, administrative work, to extending human life, AI is a great tool to use. It can also be a horrible tool if we start building weaponry, autonomous weaponry with AI built in, and using it for whatever purpose. That's the wrong direction. The right direction is looking at how fast AI can analyze X-rays, analyze human health data, and come to the right conclusions whether there's an issue to be resolved or not. I mentioned convergence, and I see Web3 is the catalyst, is the layer where blockchain, cryptocurrencies, AI, quantum computing, all these emerging technologies, nanotech, come together. Because with Web3, we're taking the value from the intermediaries, and we're saying we want to benefit from that. Yes, the platform you created is valuable, and yes, you should see some value proposition as a result of that, make some money with it. But you don't own my ideas, you don't own my identity, you don't own my likeness, my thoughts, my inventions. And that's really important to understand, that this is human progress. The people who are going to have say in what kind of a future we live in is people in this room, by building what you want to see in the future. It doesn't have to be the government officials, regardless of what country you live in. It doesn't have to be the regulators. Again, I'm all for a regulatory framework that helps us build the things we want to build. But by no means I want to put my destiny in other people's hands and say, okay, decide for me. I don't understand AI, so you make the decision. That's not the right approach. The right approach is, just like a couple panels ago, someone said, you have to learn the technology to make a difference. You don't have to learn programming, you don't have to learn how the hardware works, but you have to understand it enough to say, this is the technology that I want to work on. This is what I'm passionate about. You need to find that. And these are tools. Everything we discussed, all the technologies, they're not determinants. Just because blockchain is capable of doing just this today, or DAOs are limited to this framework, that doesn't mean that's going to be where they are 2, 3, 4 years from now. It also doesn't mean that all their best and highest use cases and purposes have been found and have been delivered to us for consumption. So again, I invite you to participate in this process where if you see a tool you like, but it's not working a certain way, or you see issues with it, interact with the founders, interact with the business, interact with people who are building it. Because you may be surprised, you may think, you know what, I'm in Spain, I work a full-time job, I don't have time for this. But one email to a company in UAE or in Canada or in United States may allow them and change their course because your idea is superior to what's already there. Just think about it, the impact you can have as a person. And that's our challenge. We are building this future together. And if you're not a participant, unfortunately, you're just on the sidelines watching. It's not what's happening, it's how much you contribute to it and how effectively you're building towards that future, both on a personal level, then on a social level, but this is a global community. I mean, I flew here from United States, and you know, there are no boundaries when it comes to technology and how our future is is being shaped. It doesn't stay in your local town. It becomes a global phenomenon. Look at TikTok. It came out of China, and now it's everywhere in the world, and it's the most downloaded app of last year. Just think about it. It wasn't built here. It wasn't built in Silicon Valley. It just, like wildfire, spread across the world. Your idea, your business can do the same thing. If you find the right moment and the right value proposition to give to others, they will adopt it. I want to end on an optimistic note because I believe with these tools, with AI, with blockchain, and everything else available to us, we can build a future that aligns with our aspirations and values and goals. Just think about mission, vision, and values and start there. If you want to change the future, start with yourself, your community, and the world. Thank you. Thank you very much.